When companies bring on technical talent, they usually start by looking at one specific number, the asking salary. We tend to assume that the highest rate automatically equals the highest cost to the business. We fixate on the visible items on a balance sheet. Hourly rates, recruitment fees, and upfront compensation take up the focus during the hiring process. But those numbers are attached to a resume, a document built on claims. It lists what a person says they can do without offering proof of how they actually execute. When you optimize a hire for a cheaper salary or a faster timeline, you aren't saving money. You are opening your internal systems to an invisible, compounding threat. Technical professionals drive product design and business innovation. A verified expert creates momentum, while an unsuitable hire builds systemic obstacles. The damage of bringing unverified talent into your ecosystem remains out of sight beneath the surface of daily operations until it is too late to fix. The true cost of a bad hire lives outside the payroll. It manifests as a massive operational drag that slows the entire company. The toll begins to accrue the moment an unsuitable engineer enters your workflow. At first, the signs are subtle. Onboarding takes weeks longer than expected. Simple conversations turn into communication friction, and the new hire struggles to sync with the team's established rhythm. Then comes the secondary effect. Your most senior staff must stop working on high-value innovations because they spend their days course-correcting the new person's output. One bad hire acts as an anchor, pulling down the velocity and the output of the entire surrounding team. This friction eventually crystallizes into a destructive business reality known as technical debt. This clean, geometric grid represents healthy, stable software architecture. Technical debt begins when poor choices enter this pristine environment. When a bad technical decision is committed, it immediately warps the surrounding infrastructure. The rot spreads actively from one failure point, compromising the entire framework. This creates severe risks. What started as sloppy code evolves into critical security vulnerabilities and astronomical maintenance costs down the line. Because software is foundational, every new feature you build on top of a flawed architecture becomes a dangerous liability. That underlying instability eventually breaches the entire engineering department. The collateral damage directly hits your critical product launch timelines. Missing release dates kills your market momentum and hands your competitors a massive advantage. Meanwhile, those security vulnerabilities escalate into regulatory compliance risks, exposing the business to audits and fines. Eventually, the systemic issues reach the end user. Glitches and slow load times actively destroy customer satisfaction and user confidence. A decision initially made to save money on a recruitment fee has now compromised the company's reputation, shaken investor confidence, and stalled revenue growth. Replacing engineers and rebuilding broken systems requires massive financial and time investments. It takes months to dig out of a hole that could have been avoided entirely. Avoiding this blast radius requires adopting a modern hiring standard, closing the verification gap. As this diagram shows, a secure foundation is built on three specific pillars: technical expertise, problem-solving ability, and business acumen. These indicators predict success in a way that a list of job titles cannot. Fixing a poor technical decision is always exponentially more expensive than preventing it at the hiring stage. ExpertOnHire's cost prevention framework solves this directly. The platform combines AI-vetted experts, intelligent talent matching, and secure escrow to guarantee results. As we see in this model, the structured workflow acts as a strict filter. It neutralizes hiring risk and blocks the noise before an unsuitable candidate ever enters your company's ecosystem. Resilient organizations prioritize an upfront investment in verified expertise. By removing the noise at the start, they secure the foundation for every future innovation.